What's going on, everybody? I'm Will Walker, and today is another Film School Friday. Film School featurette? Film School. Today's Film School. Alright, cool. Today I want to talk about focal lengths and how they affect your image or scene. For the purposes of this demonstration, I'll be using lenses on a full-frame DSLR, mirrorless camera, or 35mm format film camera. If you have an APS-C or Micro Four Thirds crop sensor, you'll have to do the math to figure out what the focal length equivalent is on your camera's crop factor. So let's talk terminology. The focal length dictates the field of view we experience through the lens, usually noted in millimeters. There are some crazy math formulas to explain how we got to 24mm is a wide-angle lens, but that doesn't really help us in the real world. Just know that on a full-frame camera, the lower the number, the wider the field of view. Wide angle is considered roughly anywhere between 18 to 35mm. Something like a 14mm would be considered ultra-wide. Normal or standard lenses reflect what we would see through the human eye. Again, there are a lot of mathematical and scientific correlations of what magnification the human eye sees in, peripheral vision, angles of view that are close to 1 radian of the optical system's image circle, yada yada yada. To keep it simple, the average human eye sees the equivalent of about a 43mm focal length, hence the popularity of 35 and 50mm lenses, where a 70mm lens would be considered near telephoto, bringing us to telephoto. I would consider anything above 70mm to be telephoto and anything greater than 200mm to be super telephoto. Zoom. When you hear the word zoom, all that means is that the lens has a variable focal length. A 24 to 70mm zoom lens will have a minimum focal length of 24mm with a maximum focal length of 70mm. Now that we know what the different focal lengths look like, how do we choose a lens? There are a lot of factors, budget being one of them. When shooting video for a story, I tend to stick between 3 main shots. The wide establishing shot, the where are we shot, the medium shot of what are we doing, and the tight shot of what does that look like up close. Each of these 3 shots can be accomplished using my favorite lens, the Canon 24-70 f2.8. In fact, this whole sequence was shot with a 24-70. This lens, unfortunately, is pretty cost prohibitive if you buy the Canon or Nikon versions, but there are more affordable third-party manufacturers like Sigma, which brings the price down a bit, though I've never shot with one, so I can't speak to the quality. You can also go the route of using older lenses, using an adapter like this. This adapter works to convert different camera mounts to the mount style of your camera body. In this case, a Canon FD to EOS mount, and it's made by PhotoDiox. I'll put a link in the description. You can find old manual focus lenses in thrift stores, eBay, Craigslist, or relatives' attics. This is a great way to build up your lens collection for minimal investment. I know a lot of filmmakers love to feel old lenses give their footage, but buyer beware, some of these lenses can have a certain haze to them, so just be cautious. There are also more affordable new manual focus prime lenses like this one from Kelda. It's a 35mm f2.0. They sent it to me to play around with and give my thoughts. I found that the main benefit to a lens like this is its aperture blade construction. It has 14 aperture blades, which gives the iris a more circular pattern, and what that means in video and photo is a more attractive bokeh. It makes the out-of-focus bits prettier. Notice how clean the out-of-focus light is in the background of the footage on the top image. The image also seems to register a little warmer. Some filmmakers only shoot with prime lenses. When I say prime, I mean a fixed focal length. And they shoot with prime lenses due to their sharpness, and suggest that you should choose the right lens for the scene you are trying to convey. If I were a director of photography only and not filming myself while trying to get projects done, I too would probably subscribe to that mindset, though I do find a zoom lens to be extremely useful in a one-man YouTuber workshop. So, in summation, I can't choose a lens for you, but hopefully this demonstration gives you a better idea of what focal lengths look like. As always, guys, thanks for watching.